It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we're watching the Snowhawks, sure-handed wide receiver. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Snowhawks and the Blues on Sunday night.
Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Snowhawks of Toronto taking on the Blues of Memphis. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. And McKee will look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Rowe. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. McKee. That is caught. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Blues march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong. But I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 123 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 75 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's McKee.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Bush. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, McKee. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Looking to throw, McKee.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rowe. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, McKee. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They go play action here on first down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. But you look at this defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on third and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And he's got it down to the 28. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
McKee now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Clifford. He will push his way down to about the 14. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Memphis in possession of the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
As they've got it as we resume action.
And McKee now.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So they get a traffic there, and that's complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
McKee to throw here.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Looking to throw. McKee. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Blues are able to add on to that lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Looking to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and 8.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice derby run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a huge play that time. 43 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks have cut it back within a score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Hold on a second, was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers that only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clifford. Through the middle of the field. And touchdown! A great play there. 38 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Snowhawks have got it back to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. That time a 6-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Blues are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And McKee will look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4. McKee. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw, McKee. That's pulled in by Brooks. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counting on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McKee. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's McKee. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Back to throw.
McKee, he finds his man, complete. It's Moss. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio, where you see the final score there. 24-12, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. 28-21, the final score.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 72 yards.
And the Snowhawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. McKee now to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
And McKee now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
McKee to throw here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, McKee, he finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. McKee, over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go. Clifford, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McKee, he finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. McKee. That's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Blues go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll look to set up his blockers. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Dances by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sanchez.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 29, here's second down at a yard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Blues take a 3-touchdown lead.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on 3rd down.
McKee. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 51 yards on the punt there.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Pulled in at the 24. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clifford, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Off play action. McKee. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 5. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30.
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now third down and 6 to go. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, second and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And quick throw here, that's complete. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Snowhawks are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Clifford, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clifford, and he'll take this one down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Clifford, and a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run on 1st down. Clifford down to about the 32.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. So it's a win for the home side, and it was thanks in large part to the play of the man who's been doing this for a while, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for Memphis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.